acrobatic midget.
Ah,
Only
Mr.
possible
Holmes,
explanation.
You're already here.
Good morning, Inspector. You've arrived just in time.
Scotland Yard arrives like the cavalry, always in the nick of time. Ah, but I know that satisfied expression, Mr. Holmes. Have you already solved the case?
It's possible.
We have retraced the thief's rather unusual footsteps. He is a true acrobat. But what I cannot understand is that when the servants entered the room, there was no one to be seen. An acrobat, perhaps, but an invisible one? I do not think so.
The only explanation is that the thief escaped before the servants arrived. I don't know how, but there is no other way.
Half a point for the doctor, nil for the inspector.
Oh.
I'm pleased to see
Shit.
you find the situation amusing, Mr. Holmes. Very well then, explain.
Dr. Watson was correct when he mentioned acrobatics, but he is mistaken about the nature of the acrobat. As for you, Baines, you're quite incorrect, as the thief was in the room when the servants entered.
Explain, for heaven's sake, Mr. Holmes.
Watson, how could a thief be missed in the middle of 8 men?
I don't know. Because he is very small? Stop teasing us, Holmes.
Exactly, because he is small, small and remarkably agile.
You're thinking of a monkey?
And a trained monkey at that, without a doubt. A Leontopithecus rosalia.
A fucking monkey? Really?
The animal had been hidden inside the room for several hours, calmly
let me get
awaiting
this
the
straight.
signal from his master.
A guy wants to
Once
steal a
night had
couple
fallen
pearls,
and the room was
so he
empty,
trains a fucking monkey
high-frequency
to do
whistle
it.
alerted the monkey that it was
It's
time
clever,
to begin the
but,
procedure for which he had been trained. The monkey
How-
emerged from his hiding place
how do you
and
train
used
a
the
monkey
point of a
to
diamond
steal shit?
to open the glass cabinet and steal the necklace.
That is-
He
that is
headed across
one
to the
smart
window by
fucking
the
monkey.
chimney, but knocked over the stool, which in turn knocked aside the fire guard and started the fire. The frightened monkey jumped from the chimney by swinging from the bell pull, thus alerting the house servants. He then went to the window and began to use his diamond to cut a hole, but was interrupted by the staff trying to gain entry via the door, and he panicked again. He ran across the piano, scattering the music scores onto the floor, before hiding inside the chandelier, knocking over a candle. Finally, the servants and the Marquis entered the room, leaving the door open while they put out the fire. It was during the confusion that our agile little thief made his escape through the doorway. As simple as that.
A brilliant explanation. Bravo, Holmes.
Little unbelievable,
And the
but
necklace?
brilliant.
I can see it from here, my friends. It's right in front of us.
We have searched the room from top to bottom, Holmes. How were we unable to find it?
Because we paid
Because you're not
insufficient
Sherlock
attention
Holmes.
to the only victim of this affair.
What victim? No one is dead?
Yes, Watson, a poor goldfish whose destiny was to die, crushed by one of the most precious necklaces in England.
The aquarium is just beneath the chandelier. I understand.
The little monkey had likely hung the necklace around its neck and lost it when he leapt from the chandelier. The jewels fell into the aquarium, where they remain now.
I like how the necklace just materializes out of nowhere into his hand. He's like, oh, ta-da!
Marquis, here is your necklace, intact. Just a little
That is
wet.
one fancy-looking
Mr.
motherfucker.
Holmes, this brilliant demonstration does credit to your reputation.
Well, thank you so much, Marquis. Do you wish to verify
I say,
the
thank you,
authenticity
Mr.
of your
Holmes.
jewel?
Would you like to
No, I
smoke on a
recognize
faggot?
I've spent
We have a
many
nice
hours admiring it,
assortment
you
of
know.
faggots for you to
I will
smoke.
return it to its box and
Inspector, a bank has just been held up. You must follow me at once. Orders of Scotland Yard.
What times?
Sirs, duty calls. My regards, Marquis. And well done again, Mr. Holmes.
there, the necklace is in its box. We've lost enough time here. Let's go home, Watson.
stolen by monkeys.
Ah, very well, as you wish.
So
A good
far,
day to
I
you,
have
Marquis.
not found the
With
reason
pleasure,
to why this
gentlemen.
game is rated
And
M
once
yet.
again, thank you.
Stuck in the game? Why don't you ask Watson? I didn't need to ask Watson for his help. How's that empty cup of tea
This
going,
morning's
Watson?
newspaper. Holmes, have you read this article about you?
No, Watson, not yet, and I won't have time to.
Read it before you leave. It's outrageous.
If you
It's
insist.
outrageous. Meh. So you can read this if you want. I only got to this point of the game last time. So it's basically just saying how Sherlock Holmes' theory is just there's no way, and also of how the necklace actually turned out to be a fake, the one that he found in the aquarium and all that. And then this talks about I didn't read this part. You can read it if you want to.
Prince Woodville, French culinary expert and bagpipe player, might be our next king. That's not so shocking, my dear fellow.
You know exactly to which article I'm referring, Holmes. How can Farley dare to tarnish your reputation like that?
You know, Watson, that wherever glory walks, jealousy is bound to follow. As for the forgery of the necklace, I suspect that we shall soon be enlightened in this regard. Come in, Inspector Baines, the door's open.
Holy shit, his sixth sense is like Spider-Man.
Ah, Mr. Holmes. How did you know I was here?
I used
You are
my
one of our
spidey
rare
senses.
visitors who
They
avoids
were
the second to
tingling my
last
ball
step of
sack.
the stairs, which creaks dreadfully. And if I add the clinking of the handcuffs at your belt, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit, Inspector?
Have you read that rag?
Inspector, I assume that you have the fake necklace with you. It's why you're here. Your superiors would like me to examine it.
Indeed. They would like you to confirm or deny putting this fake in the box.
Can't that wait? I must go to the house of Lord Peregrine Maitland, the Bishop of Knightsbridge.
Inspector, can you explain this slander? Has the necklace of the Samoas really been replaced by a fake?
I don't know how the reporter got hold of the information, but it's true. About the necklace, of course. I wouldn't permit myself to question the integrity and honesty of Mr. Holmes.
The necklace is a forgery? Impossible! I saw the Marquis authenticated before my very eyes, before Holmes returned it to its place.
Damn
Mr. Holmes,
straight.
the Marquis believes
Or maybe
Osmond
your
Farley's
eyes are
theory.
just shit. Oh wait,
shouldn't
no,
be
I let
surprised if the
Watson
reporter
take
is
a look at the
behind all
necklace.
this slander
That's
about you.
probably
He's a
why
freelancer,
I'm having such bad
well known
press
for
right
his
now.
explosive
God
and subjective
damn it,
art.
Watson.
In any case,
Next
the Marquis
time, let
assures
me
us
look
that
at
you
the
were the
necklace.
last person to have the necklace in your hands.
Let's return to the Marquis's house, Holmes. I'm sure that we'll have no trouble in taking apart this theory.
It is unnecessary. Such allegations collapse on their own, like one of Mrs. Hudson's soufflés. Let us leave the police to solve this problem and turn our attention to the matters in hand.
Sherlock, oh man, Sherlock
Perhaps
Holmes was
you're
the
right.
calmest guy in the world. I guess I already should have known
And
that
the
by
Martian
watching
is.
Robert
She is
Downey Jr.
beside herself. Without the necklace, her marriage is compromised. It is the principal item of the young woman's dowry.
What a lovely marriage.
Quite lovely indeed.
And the Martian.
Oh
She is
shit, shit. Did not mean to. There we go.
Holmes, forgive me for insisting, but don't you want to examine the fake jewelry?
Watson, I have an
Watson,
appointment,
shut the
and
fuck
it's
up.
out of the
I'll get to
question
there.
that I arrive late.
It will only take you a couple of minutes. You really must quell the suspicions put forward in this appalling article. If you will allow me, Inspector.
Be
Damn it,
my guest.
Watson.
Very well.
Yeah. Well, okay.